So what's up? My name is Ryan. Go by the artist Ryan. I just wanted to talk about my phone call with Lush I had last night. It was on air, so I'm going to show a little bit of it so you can kind of get the gist. But um, I'm going to say this, I've watched No Jumper universe. I've watched a lot of Lush since he left No Jumper. I've looked back because I'm a big battle rap fan. I've just kind of indulged in all this social media content that's out there, and I've watched Lush, his ups, his downs, and I haven't liked some things, and I've liked other things, right? So, but nonetheless, we as people need to judge people based off of our interactions with them and how they are with us. I believe that. So I called into the Lush show. Didn't think I was going to get on, but I was watching it while I was working on some new artwork. As you can see, I'm an artist. I'm actually working on some clothing as well. I guess I'll just show a little bit of it so you kind of see what I'm doing. So I do clothing, kind of just do a little bit of everything. I've been getting into content creating as well this past year, so I figured I could share my experience with Lush. Now, first thing I'm going to say is I appreciate Lush and the words that he gave me. He was talking about mental health and drug abuse and stuff, and I'm not a drug user. I smoke weed, so I guess I am a drug user in ways. By the way, don't mind my tooth. I just had to get it pulled. I'm getting an implant next month, whatever. But it was about mental health and stuff. So I decided, I'm gonna watch the live show, and I was watching it, and they were talking about good stuff, good stuff. So then they had the call in, so I decided I'd call and stuff, and so I did, and I guess I'll play a little bit of that, just kind of show you.
Hey, I see you staying positive on there, man. Keep strong, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you for a bit.
We appreciate you. Much love, homegirl.
I miss you guys.
All right, we miss you too. Talk soon. We got a bunch of calls that are coming in. Everybody going crazy right now with the calls.
Make sure y'all subscribe and share that live stream, y'all.
Oh, we got the 910 calling in. You live on Lush Bro. What's cracking?
Hey, what up, Lush?
What's going on?
Oh, shoot, I want you on YouTube. It's a little lagging, but...
Yeah, turn off the YouTube while it's on stream so you feel me? Or else it'll throw you off.
Now, I don't know. Like I said, I just got into this content creating this year. I've got a lot of good stuff. I got a podcast stuff. You guys can look at my stuff on my channel. I'm not going to be trying to get a bunch of followers from this. I'm just saying. But I didn't expect to get in here, so it may seem like I'm a little off. But nonetheless.
What's cracking with you, though, homeboy?
Dang, alright, first I want to say the scene looks crazy now. I love this new scene.
Hell yeah.
We appreciate that.
Shout out.
That.
And it's just gonna get better, too.
I want to ask you something, Lush. I got something to ask you, man.
Go ahead.
So, this is coming from a perspective of a user's sibling, alright?
Okay.
Shout out to the super chats. Shout out George.
Now, where I've kind of had to put my life on hold, trying to help out with my siblings' 2 children because, my mother had to adopt.
Hell yeah.
And,
Appreciate you, George. Appreciate you, bro.
Now, as we
Hell yeah.
I've been through so much as far with my.
So basically, what I was trying to basically ask him was what the sibling of a user should expect as far as like trying to get back in their lives, trying to do things for them, the feelings they have, being upset, just different things like that. So that's kind of what I was trying to ask him.
My niece and nephew and my mother, of course.
How old are the kids now?
5 and 7.
Okay, so they're still and is your sis getting loaded or what?
So currently she is about, I'd say, close to about 5 months clean.
Okay, congratulations to her. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird situation.
I gotta say that's also very cool, and I know a lot of the drug abuse community, they kind of stick together in that, and so any kind of victory is a large one. And I believe that too, right? I guess it's hard when you're not the user to be thinking about, okay, you're thinking how long, right? Like how long can we keep this up, kind of deal, you know?
Well, so she just got recently clean because this is the first time she actually got caught with some legal stuff pertaining to stuff. So she's on probation right now, all that.
Crystal or fentanyl or both?
I guess both, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not too familiar with everything, but pretty much everything.
Okay.
But she, nonetheless, I guess, me and my older sister have kind of, because we've been.
Now, I gotta say this too, again, I was caught off guard. I didn't really think I was gonna get called into this thing. But I have to say, again, that's a show of appreciation, right? Like, because he was running a whole podcast, a live podcast, having a bunch of people calling. I mean, calls were coming back and forth. And he actually took the time to, one, sit there and actually listen to what I'm saying. But then he actually listened to understand and not just to respond, which he responded because he understood what I was asking him. I gotta say that's respect right there. I don't know too many people that are going to take as long as he did to discuss something, and I gotta say I appreciate that. Like,
been through so much with all of it. We've kind of taken a backseat to her in particular. We've definitely, obviously, I moved from North Carolina. I now moved out here last year to Arizona to help my mom kind of raise the kids, and it's we're kind of at that crossroad where we're trying to kind of rekindle our sibling relationship with her. But it's hard when every day we're kind of stuck doing the work we feel like she should do. Now we know she's getting help and doing the stuff she's doing, but she's been, now this is about 12 years of her, just in and out of the game and stuff, and so it's hard for us to just sit back and just let her back in, whereas, my mom's a little more open, I guess what should we be expecting, or could we do to slowly, or to get in there somehow?
I think ultimately, bro, like, you already know the answer to your question. You know what I mean? Like, you already know that, like, there's nothing you can do to make anybody else get sober. You could try to incentivize, you could try to be like, hey, if you get this much clean time, you get this or that, but it has to come from within. Like, us as addicts, we're not going to get clean until we feel we're done, until we've hit that bottom. And it's not.
and a lot of like this part of what he's saying is kind of stuff that, like, right, we already know, right? But it's just the truth that he's saying, so it's very beneficial.
It can't be a bottom that you implement, and ultimately, like, you're stuck in a difficult position because you don't want to enable and continue to perpetuate the cycle of her addiction, but at the same time, like, like, you want to be loving and open. So all I can say is I would really recommend looking into programs, not to advocate for any 12-step program, but programs such as Al-Anon and programs that deal with the people that are affected by the disease of alcoholism and drug addiction, but not directly addicts themselves. So, like, unfortunately, you're in a tough position. You just got to do the best that you can. And, right, essentially, it's on you to protect them kids, bro. That's it. And it sounds fucked up, and it's a lot of pressure, but that's the way it looks to me. You feel me?
Yeah, and I'm one of three technically, and
Yeah, it's not tough. I mean, it's not easy to take care or look after or sacrifice for another loved one or for anybody, really. I don't think sacrifices are meant to be easy, so I understand that. yeah, like he said, it's just a hard position that I don't really think anybody has the answers per se for. You just gotta keep hustling and grinding, and that's what I've been doing. Just keeping up with my art, keeping up with my everything I can do, basically on my end, so that uh, even just the kids can see that somebody's around, especially my nephew, male figures around, and you know, it's just sacrifices that I've had to make in my life, and we all got them. But I think this, I haven't been able to really talk to somebody, and when you talk to people that are close to you, a lot of times it's just kind of you don't get what you're looking for. They don't really have the words for you. They kind of just, don't know what to say. So it was nice to be able to talk to somebody who's not got nothing to do with me, nothing, and also somebody I know for a fact has been battling stuff and has had to deal with, I guess, rekindling relationships on his own and all these things. So.
And I'm the only one. I'm the middle child who 31, doesn't have any kids. And, I can't lie, this year it's starting to kind of take a mental toll because, now I'm thinking about, what am I missing out as far as, my own life and stuff. And I don't know, I guess I'm trying to somehow get her to a point where she can come back to be the parent because it's kind of hard for me to be a parent when I'm just not one, man.
Yeah, look, ultimately, you don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to. Like, it's really. But it just comes down to how much you want to be involved. Like, it'd be difficult if it was me, bro. Like, I don't know. It would require a lot of strength, and I feel you, bro. Like, it's not you you didn't bust those nuts. You should have to, but at the same time, like, you're a caring, loving soul, and here you are, and this is your blood, or just like any life form. Like, you feel me? Like, and not to compare human beings to fucking animals, but.
All right, so you can kind of get the gist. Again, I want to say thank you to Lush. I'm not sure you probably never see this video. It's cool, but I do appreciate the words, and I'm not just somebody who just kicking back, chilling. I mean, I design like this. I designed everything, all the paintings you see in the background. So I'm somebody who's trying to make it, quote unquote, in life, and it gets hard because, again, making these sacrifices and doing the things I got to do. But I don't see life any other way, right? Like, it's almost like it pulls me towards, making sure I'm there for the things and the people I need to be there for. It's like I can almost, I don't know. But again, I do want to say thank you, Lush. I appreciate you. If you ever need somebody, if Almighty, I will catch the fade on behalf of Lush against Almighty. So if you ever need me, Lush, you can find me right here on YouTube. And Almighty, I'm just joking. Y'all do what you do. I'm just a fan of all you guys' little universe that you guys got going on. So that was just a little something I know is going on right now. But yeah, you guys, anybody else who's watching this, I appreciate you guys. If you guys want to check out some of my art, I'm the artist Ryan on all platforms. Coming out with clothing later this year. I have some podcasts of my own that I do on YouTube. But again, this was not meant to grab any followers, do anything like that. This is just really a thank you video to Lush for really spending the time out of your podcast to sit there and talk about the things, and hopefully it helps somebody else out who may be feeling the same way, going through the same thing. So you guys subscribe to Lush One. He has the Mad Deep podcast, so I've been watching all these things. I watched it before it was the Mad Deep. I watched mine on, No Jumper. So yeah, I'm a supporter of all that universe, so appreciate you guys.